In today's video, I will tell you whether this road to the final Diaby card is good or bad value. We'll check him out on Footbin. We'll kind of see if he's a player you want to complete. We also have a ton of new content. We have a new road to the final team. We have SBCs you need to complete. We have an awesome new objective category as well. And we have something new in FIFA that we've never seen before. I'm your boy Slater, daily content review in 220 or less on Twitter, and then on YouTube, which you're watching this on YouTube, we'll run through all the players that have jumped out in the road to the final promos. Let's go jump into the content. 4-star, 3-star, high-low work rates, 5'7" Musa Diaby. He can play right mid, left wing, and right wing, which is fantastic versatility. He's French. He plays in the Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. He's absolutely rapid. He does have low shot power. He's got okay passing. He's got really nice dribbling stats. I mean, the age of composure sucks. He's just basically one of those wing cards that's going to be able to create space, get you out of a press, and really get into the box and maybe sweat it over to your striker for a nice goal. 90 stamina as well for this card. And what's really cool is, which I've never seen before, we have an additional information tab now where it tells you how they get all the upgrades and what upgrades they get for every single accomplishment in the game, which is a fantastic addition to the game. I don't know what that text is that's popping up underneath that. I think that needs to be fixed at some point. Once a player's club is limited, they'll not earn upgrades. Thank you for that, EA. That was very weird to look at. And I think this card's actually really good value if I'm being candid. He's an 85 overall with a team of the week. The French links are fantastic. That's coming around 86, 90K. You can't see his chem styles. Footman doesn't have it up yet, but I put like a Deadeye or a marksman or a finisher. You want to get that shot power up. You want to help that passing a little bit. And I think that's what I put on that card. I like that a lot as an SBC. We, of course, have a regen of the Icon SBC if you want to go ahead and complete that. We have late winter. Make sure you complete this for two reasons. One, it's a 15K pack that's tradable for a 75 overall, 22 chem. But more importantly, the reason why you need to complete this is because if you go over to the objective category of the game and you go to new objectives, which I cannot find, if you go to this, every single one of these coincides to a group reward of a 584 plus pack. So like daily login upgrades. So make sure you're doing all of these. We have a new Club 80 Donny van der Beek can complete in rivals or squad battles if you want to do that as well. And then we have a road to the final cup, which gives you need a road to the final or knockout player in your team. So maybe people will do Diaby just for that reason to get a bunch of group rewards. Twitter, this is the end of your video. Now YouTube, let's go jump into all the players that are left in the promo. Boom, let's go check out all these players, man. Twitter, I can only do a video in 220 or less, so that's why I cut it off on Twitter, and then we do the full video on YouTube. So if you stuck around for the YouTube video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, sub if you're new. We're at, I think, 819 subs on the channel, which is fantastic. Pushing towards that 900 number, which would be a fantastic accomplishment for us. So let's go look over here. We have a lot of new cards in FIFA. We want to look at a tall. We'll look at everybody, I guess. I don't think I'm going to spend a ton of time on every card, but we really want to spend most of the time on the big boys. Fede Chiesa, my boy, dude. I'm a Juventus fan. That's sick. Raspador. A lot of CDA players as well. Nuno Mendes got a card, which really kind of inhibits people that really went crazy for that Nuno Tavares, right? There's so many players in this promo. My goodness, look at this, dude. Okay, let's go figure out what we like about these cards. Atal. He comes in at 4-star, 5-star. He's obviously a Ligue 1 player on Nice. I don't know why he gets a special card every single year. But that is a wonderful wingback card that you would love to have in your team any day of the week. Although he's Algerian, he can play CDM, right mid, and right wing back. Just the versatility. Look at the balance of the stats. It's a phenomenal card. What he comes in at, I don't know, but he is going to be a very viable card to have in your team. We have Miranda, who is a little bit pacey. Nice balanced card as well. Kind of one of the lower tier cards, right? He's already at 28K, and he might even come down a little bit lower. But to be fair, he's very usable. Fran Garcia, kind of a similar card to this, I would say. And Fran Garcia I really liked as a player in this game. I used him for a long time. He'd be a usable wingback for you. We have Eric Lamela, who gets a card. He can play cam, right mid, right wing. 30,000 coins on him. 4-star, 3-star. He's got balanced dribbling stats. He's got really decent shooting stats. Those are balanced in a lot of ways too. That's honestly not as bad of a card as it perceives to be. 88 stamina, 91 aggression. That's actually not a bad card. If I could find, I wish they had chem styles. Footman's a little bit messed up right now, but that wouldn't be a bad cam, man. That would not be a bad cam at all. I would put either like an engine on him, get the pace passing and dribbling where it needs to be, that agility and balance up. I think that's a really nice little cam card that's going to be very, very cheap for your like cheap squad builders. I like that card a little bit. We have Bryce Mendes. You actually get this in that Road to the Knockout Cup. He's like, if you win like 5 or 10 games or something, you get this card. And he stinks. I mean, he's got balanced passing. He can play cam, right mid, right wing. Very much so like Lamela, right? But not as fast and not as good at dribbling. And so that card would be really, really cheap. Only value in this card is realistically that has a team link to Sorloth. at the end of the day. We have the Don, who could say 3-star card moment, so he can't upgrade. He's not a live card like the other Road to the Final cards are. And they don't have any of his stats in here, so we're not going to spend time on that. We move over to Volland, who is also a trashy little card, 28k. A lot of the cards in this promo are very cheap. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. Balanced dribbling stats, nice shooting stats. It's not a bad card. It's not a bad card. I put a Hunter on him. His physicals are great. He's a usable striker. I mean, that's not a bad card. I would put a Hunter on him, and that would, with the Monaco links, Ben Yedder links, we should get a Ben Yedder Player of the Month here soon. German links as well. It's actually not as bad of a card as it perceives to be again. I'd probably put a Hunter on him, and you can get him for really, really cheap, and he'd be a nice card to add to your team. Ferran Torres, now this is more of like a meta card, right? 90-90. He had like a SBC card earlier. Okay, he did. This has 2 more pace, 2 more shooting, 3 more passing, 3 more dribbling, 2 more defending, and 2 more physicals. It's a decent boost, and it's a live card, so it can go even higher than that, right? And Barcelona plays Man U, so we'll see, which one of those two teams progresses. Has a really good chance to get their cards super boosted long term, right? He can play striker as well, which is valuable. 4-star, 4-star. That's a nice card. All 90 dribbling stats minus the 85 balance. Passing stats are better than I thought they would be, honestly. A2 stam's a little bit low. Probably another guy I would look at, like a Hawk in a striker position, or a Hunter, or I think a Hawk or a Hunter. I think I'd put on that card. That's actually not as bad of a card as, he's going to be a little bit pricey because he's a Barcelona player, but he will be usable in game. Fede Chiesa, man. I'm a Juve supporter, so this is a big deal for me. He can only play left mid. Oh, so we can play right mid. 4-star, 4-star. He's already at 700,000 coins. Price max at 1.8 million. Let's see. Good balance shooting. Should have way better passing. That's a little bit lower than you want it to be. 90 stamina is nice. Balanced dribbling, right? 92 agility, 90 reactions. He doesn't look altruistically that much different than that Ferran Torres card, to be honest, which is a little disappointing because he should have a way better card. But we're playing Nantes in the Europa League. We drew the first game, but you would imagine that we had the most likelihood to progress from that. So he has a chance to be a really high boosted card as well. I would probably put on him a Deadeye, probably a Deadeye or a Marksman on this card. He'd be a wonderful wing card that I'd probably move into a striker position if need be, or a wide cam. We have ourselves Anthony Martial, who's 4-star, 4-star, left mid, center forward striker. Once again, another card that's going to just live and die by that second leg, right? He'll be a great card in his own, but this card could end up being like a super valuable card that probably gets a price range change if they were to win because of the ability what the card could be versus what it is right now. So all these cards are just a risk at the end of the day. He's once again really balanced in every statistic. 96 dribbling for a base stat is insane. 81 stamina is a little bit low for an attacker. 86 short passing. He would be a wonderful striker. I wouldn't play him as a winger at all. I would play him as a striker for sure. If you end up packing this card, probably once again like a marksman, finisher, Deadeye, those type of things because the pace is already pretty good. Or maybe you put a Hawk on him if you want to because his aggression is pretty low for what a striker probably needs. Then we have Martinelli, who's another million coin card. Wow. Arsenal have a very good chance to go far in the Europa League. That card's really nice. Look at that dribbling stats. That's more what I want to see. Look how high and balanced those dribbling stats are. He gets a huge boost to a 4-star weak foot as well already on the card, which makes him a lot more valuable than he is normally. Great pace splits. That's probably so far my favorite card of the group. That to me looks like the best card of the group so far is that Martinelli. We move over to Raspadori. He can play center forward, cam, striker, and left mid, which is great versatility. He's 4-star, 5-star. That's another going to be probably a cheap beast type of card in this game. Right, 91 short pass is fantastic. The long passing sucks. 80 stam. Once again, a lot of these cards have really low stamina. Good shot stats, good shooting stats, okay pace splits. We want to definitely boost that sprint speed and that agility, where I might put an engine on this card too. Honestly, though, tricky card. A little bit funky because you want to kind of boost the shooting stats, but those leave you lost in some of the dribbling categories. I think it is what it is. Maybe a Maestro if he feels quick in game just to get the reactions up, the shooting and the passing. Interesting little card. Then Diaby, that's why I think this card's really good value. I think he's probably better than a lot of these cards, and he's a cheap card, right? And he's going to allow you to complete in that Cup SBC too. Then we have Nuno Mensch at the left. 4-star weak foot. That is a beast. That's why you think that Nuno Tavares card, look how high price he was, right? He's like a 600k SBC and you get all that stuff back. Now look at Nuno Mensch. Now, Mensch has obviously the PSG links, which is more valuable long term. But nonetheless, I mean, that's a stunning wingback card. He always has a really nice card in game. It feels really good in game. Probably a Sentinel on him, or an anchor if you really want to get that max pace. The dribbling stats and the passing stats will do well enough on their own. And 91 shot power actually is going to really overcompensate for that 51 finishing, where if he does get in front of the net, he might put one back in the back of the net too, which makes him very valuable, maybe in like a 3-5-2. I like that card a lot. We have Daniel Malen, who they just beat Chelsea, so they're on the odds-on favorites to move forward in that group, even though they play away at Chelsea now. But that is a very realistic card to get upgraded. Medium, 4-star, striker, center forward, left mid. Balance, really just another balanced card. Good stamina finally. Really pacey. 92 shot power is good. Passing stats a little bit low. That's a nice card too. Probably a hawk on him. Just make him a great striker and call it a day. Hit that aggression and help that card a lot. That's a nice little card. That's going to be a cheap card. That's very valuable. Wesley Fofana is out. You think about Badiashile, who just came out in the game, right? 3-star weak foot. Now we have another Chelsea center back that's French, so just another easy link there. That's really good dribbling for a center back. That's really nice base defending. Who cares about heading accuracy? That's wonderful physicality. That's a great card. That's a phenomenal center back card. Probably a little bit overpriced due to the team link and the Prem tax when you compare him to what like Kalulu looks like, who just got a Future Stars card. But that is a very good center back if you were to pack him. Lucas Moura is always a baller in FIFA, so I kind of really want to look at this card. 4-star, medium work rates. He's got low passing stats, and 83 stam's not great either, but 88 aggression is fantastic. 96 agility, 96 bounce. I mean, that's a guy, this card is perfect to be a wide cam or a wing card in like a 4-3-3-4, a 4-2-2. That's just going to completely change the pace of the game, going to allow you to get past the defender, get out of a press, and then once again, play it into your striker cards that can really play off of them really well. This is a beautiful card. He'll be awesome in game. Just because he's small, he's got that agility, right? He's going to feel so fast in that quick turn. He's going to be a stud. We have David Alaba now, who is a big-time card. Obviously, a lot of people go after this card because they have like Eder Militao, who's like a very packable team of the year this year. For a lot of people, I see him in FUT Champs games all the time, so he's going to be a very valuable card for people to pair alongside him. You think about that Mendy, so this is like a very meta card because the people that have Mendy, the people that have Eder Militao, Kamavingas, Modric, they're going to want to pair this Courtois with a player that's going to get them the chemistry. So Alba's going to have a lot of value just because of his links alone, let alone the fact that he is a phenomenal card. That is an insane player who could definitely play in the midfield if you wanted to. One of the best passing stats we've seen on any card, and especially for a center back. And then look at the nice balanced dribbling stats. I mean, once again, yeah, he could play DM and he could play center back, and he would do a job at both as a 4-star weak foot player as well. Nicola Barella, who's a really nice boosted card. He's only 3-star, so he's going to need that like weak foot upgrade if they get through in the Champions League. Look at the dribbling. Oh my God. Wow, that's great dribbling stats. 97 stamina, 87 aggression, beautiful defending stats. They're only dropped down because of the heading accuracy. We don't care about that at all. Look at that's one of the best cards in the promo too. That card being just a Serie A player makes him cheaper than he should be. You put those exact same stats on a Prem. If that card is Bruno Fernandes and he drops that exact same stats, that's an 800k card every day of the week. That is a phenomenally balanced, wonderful box-to-box midfielder. We have Leon Goretzka, who, speaking of a box-to-box midfielder, 4-star weak foot, another card that's just a demon. He has worse dribbling than Barella, but he's a little bit bigger, more physical of a body player, who has great shooting stats. You talk about, once again, a box-to-box that can get forward and create on his own and score on his own. I mean, we all know Goretzka is a baller, and they have a lead coming out of PSG, and now they're going to a home leg, so that card could really explode. And then we have Roberto Firmino, is coming at 2.2 million off the rip, the star of the promo, 5-star, 4-star, crazy good passing stats, wonderful physical stats, 94 dribbling in every stat. Oh my God. Wow, that's a great card. He could play as a midfielder if you wanted him to. I wish they had these freaking chem styles up. I'd put a shadow on him maybe and see what he'd be like as a midfielder. Because he usually has high work rates. Yeah, he has high work rates. Would be an insane box-to-box, an insane cam, insane striker. He can do it all. That is a card worthy of the price that is with him. If you guys came this far in the video, hit that like button. It's a long one, obviously, for a new promo. Hope you guys enjoy these. Hope you guys pack some of these cards. We'll be live for a stream later today with some packs open, and maybe we'll hit one too. Peace.